When I first moved to a new state, I didn't know anyone. I'd walk the streets of the city surrounded by a bunch of people, but I still felt invisible. And honestly, it's not just me. These days, we don't even make the time for each other. We text instead of call, scroll instead of listen, and now during the holidays, it's even worse. We rush through the crowded stores from one thing to the next, but we don't take the time to really pay attention to anyone anymore. Even at our Christmas celebrations, we're at the same table, but everyone's just glued to their phone. It's a lack of connection that leaves us feeling empty. Whether it's other people that are making us feel that way and we just want somebody to pay attention to us, or whether we're the one doing it to other people and not really giving them our attention because we're just too busy. But Jesus Christ showed us something different. In the middle of a busy crowd, he stopped for one woman who'd been suffering for years. He didn't just rush past her, he healed her and he gave her his full attention. I want you to watch this for yourself.
A large crowd followed and pressed around him, and a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors and had spent all she had. Yet instead of getting better, she grew worse. When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, because she thought, if I just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Immediately her bleeding stopped, and she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. At once, Jesus realized that power had gone out from him. He turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" "You see the people crowding against you," his disciples answered, "and yet you can ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. Then the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet, and, trembling with fear, told him the whole truth. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering."